Good evening, Spam, and welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
Hello, hello, hello. I am doing good. What about yourself?
Doing good so far. Yeah, we're into step number 4. We just saw the Challenger series where, some dominant performance there. Otek insane on the 4 maps, but went for the 2x. Did you watch the Challenger series?
Yeah, I did. I definitely did, and was surprised by some of the pace, but also there were a lot of mistakes this time around, which was also quite surprising. So yeah, it was enjoyable to watch. I mean, kind of unfortunate if people make mistakes and stuff, and but yeah, it is what it is nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. I guess, I don't know. But, yeah, what do you think about Otek taking the 2x? You think that was a good choice there? Because normally he was going for higher multipliers, but...
Honestly, on that map, I think it was a good decision by him. I mean, he had 80. Wait, how many points? 91 points times
Yeah.
2. That is, yeah. Just take the 2x. I mean, that's almost 200 points. It's insane.
Yeah, that is insane. Yeah, I was quite impressed by Otek's performance on the first 4 maps. Yeah, and then taking the 2x. I think on his Twitter he did say that mine was driving his PB on Regu pace in the 2x lappers, so that was quite scary.
Yeah, mine was doing insane pace.
Yeah, and of course you probably were comparing yourself to mime a little bit when watching it. Do you think you can keep up with a player like mime? Let's say some other players in the TMGL today are going to be as fast or maybe even faster?
Definitely not.
Oh.
No. The new map, it's not really fitting me. Yeah. I mean, I have my PB isn't the fastest, that's for sure, but a mistake is so easily done on this map, and yeah, I'm just gambling basically on getting a lucky multiplier round for sure. I don't have the pace to, do insane times, unfortunately.
Yeah, but this might be the map where a lucky one is quite easily obtained. I think it seems like a really hard map looking from the Challenger series and playing it myself a little bit.
Yeah, it really gives the same vibes as Vertigo. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And, well, really anything can happen on that one, also on the last map. But we have 4 maps before that. How about those 4? Do you feel good on those?
I do feel really good about this step, just not the multiplier. That's and that's a bit of the unfortunate thing in this format right now. That I do think I'm gonna do well on the 6 lappers, but yeah, if I don't get a multiplier, well then the performance on the 6 lappers does it really matter? Probably not. So yeah, it's a bit of a hit or miss today. On the edge still is my worst map. Poolside, I'm feeling really good. Pole Party also really good, and Vertigo, I'm just gonna go for a ultra safe strat, and hopefully that's gonna yield me a top 8 place, to be honest. But yeah, overall 6 laps I feel really good, but the multiplier is just not not there for me.
Yeah, so what I'm getting here is that you're gonna do the exact same step as Otek, just get a bunch of points in the first 4 maps, and then maybe a 2x if you
exactly.
get a little bit lucky.
Yeah, the thing that people don't understand is in TMGL there is not really, you cannot really do a strat, right? That you can do in Challenger. It is all or nothing. Like there's so much on the line for us players that we have to get these multipliers, and you cannot really just, I mean, if you are in a comfortable place, let's say Massa this week, and he decides to only go for a 3x, yeah, sure, but you already have 500 points,
Yeah.
It's just there's so much on the line. There's no strategy. It's just you have to get what you can grab. It's basically Black Friday.
Yeah,
you
gotta, you run in and get the first thing you can get.
Exactly. You gotta get what's there for you, and accept it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was just thinking about it while watching the Challenger series today, that in the TMGL, there's really no strategy. You're just going for any multiplier you can get, and if you get one, you're happy. But in the Challenger series, there is quite a bit of a gap, and players like Mime today, or Otek in the previous 2 weeks, can do this, and it kind of looks trolly almost. That
yeah, exactly.
It's really weird, where with one of them, it seems like there's no strategy, but the other one, it seems like it's too much, basically, and people
Yeah,
are
no,
trolling.
that's the thing. And that comes down to the play field is just so stacked that everyone is fighting each other, and where in Challenger the skill gaps or the skill differences are a bit higher, and you can see that with Mime and Otak. They are just way ahead of the competition in these in pace, raw pace, and they can just decide what they want to do. That there is legit strat for them in play, but yeah, in TMGL it's well all or nothing
Yeah, it is
for
all
everyone.
or nothing. So yeah, we'll have to see what is gonna happen today. Right now you're in triple digits, 128 if I remember correctly. What's the goal for today?
Let me see. 129.
129.
So don't underestimate me there. Okay.
Yeah, my bad. I was just.
Honestly, if I can get 200 plus, that will be really good.
All right. So
I think.
yeah, no, I agree with this goal.
But
it's a good one.
I had a bad dream.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a bad dream, and I lost a 4x multiplier with 1,000 of a second.
Oh no. Here we go.
Yeah, that's
boy.
what my yeah. I think it's gonna haunt me.
Well, I really hope this is not going to be a clip because it turned out to be true. But
I hope so. I hope so too. We'll have to wait and see.
yeah, I also had this weird dream last week where you almost got a 5x, but must have sniped it. But luckily that didn't happen in real life. So
yeah, nah, you're correct.
yeah.
So dreams do not come true. That's
Yeah.
what we can take from this. Okay, nah, good. Awesome.
All right. Well, did you the new map got released already? The one for next week. Did you see this one?
Oh, no. What is it? What is the name?
I forgot the name, but I do remember seeing the identity. It is one where you jump through a tiny hole onto the next part 3 times in a row. So it seems like precision jumping is going to be kind of the theme of the map there.
Okay, well, it doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, it's I mean, it looks not too hard. It's
Okay.
just your classic identity, I think. A map is made by Rocket, if I remember correctly. So yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Interesting. Well, we'll have to wait and see for that one. But yeah, this step, if I can do, good step, top 8, X5, we are happy.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that.
That sounds like a good plan. Now, but in all seriousness, seriousness, yeah, I think I will do good 6 leppers, and the multiplier is going to be a toss-up. That's my prediction. So we'll see if the toss-up is in my favor or not.
Yeah, we've had a couple of toss-ups not going in your favor, so let's average it out here, and this week it's going to be good, right?
Yes, that's what we're going for.
All right, ending on that positive note, I'll let you warm up, and I'll see you at the end.
Yes.
With a smile on your face, hopefully this time. And
yeah.
It's going to go good.
There.
All right, see you, man.
All right. See ya.
5 seconds, we are going to go live on the edge. Players are warmed up and ready. I've got my drink. Hopefully you do as well. Sitting in your comfortable chair / bank / wherever you are watching the TrackMania Grand League right now. And I wish you all a fun spectating experience while we are gonna watch on the edge. Let's take a look at the map preview and refresh our memories on how this map really looks like. Alrighty then, here we go. 44 more seconds and we're gonna go live. How's the volume, guys? Because cars are good, right? Hey, Renko, how you doing? Bit low, right. There we go. Should be good now. Oh, wait, you can't hear the cars. That's weird. Look, you don't hear the cars. Maybe I should turn it up. Why does Spam keep getting the engine cut? I can't check my volume levels. Hello? Anyone not doing the identity? Alright, we're gonna go live. No, it's good. Alright, we are live in step number 4. I'm turning down the music. Oh. And... Oh! Yes! Professional streamer. Spam in the middle of the pack so far on 11th position. Alright, point 1 behind right now, but we are live on the edge, map 1 out of 5. We are, of course, in the point accumulation phase of the step where the players want to get high positions, especially in the top 8, to get as many points as possible going into the multiplier stage, which we will go into more detail once we get there. In the meantime, though, let's take a look at this map. We have Spam in 11th place right now, no major mistakes yet, just falling behind a tiny bit to the other players, but that is fine. And already catching up a little bit. As you can see, 9th right now for him. And only 0.1 of a second to go to get back into the top 8. Carl Jr. just ahead of him. The Canadian with a dream. And not really his season so far for Carl Jr. Normally he is at the top. Right now he's struggling a little bit, but mostly taking the safe multipliers and getting them. So no big points yet for him. Maybe this step will be the one where he gets it though. Afi in the lead. Takes a nice identity part for him. Oh, Carl Jr. makes a mistake and Spam takes a really good first identity pack. The fastest lap. Spam surviving identity number 1. This is good news and we are already in the green on the edge, which historically has not been Spam's map so far. And it's nice to see that he is in the green numbers. Only 0.7 of a gap between him and the leader pack right now. And looking strong in the battle for 7th right now with Kappa, who has not had a great season so far. And looking to get some points for himself on the edge. Ooh, Aurel is coming dangerously close though, as you can see, and is going for the overtake. In the meantime, we also have Grenadi in the mix, looking to get some points. Number 1 on the leaderboard already. He might as well take a break this step as Spam is going for the attack. A really nice inside line by him. Good exit speed as well. Going for some overtakes. And we have 07, almost James Bond. We just need one more 0. Ooh, Afi takes a bunch of airtime. This is going to cost him a lot of speed. And as you can see already, Spam is coming closer and closer. Scrappy going for the overtake on Afi. And Spam is going close as well. Into the next identity we go. First drift successfully done. Nicely executed by Spam as Scrappy gets the inside clip. And that's another overtake for Spam here, who moves into 6th position already and losing no ground to the number 1, as Spam is still only 0.7 behind the first. Okay, well, now it's 0.8, but you know what I mean. He is still going strong here with Gwen taking over the lead. Gwen, who has not had a good season either. I keep... wow, a lot of players didn't have a good season so far. And yeah, but he's in the lead right now. Gwen popping off. Spam back with the 0.7 of a gap, and Afi is just ahead of him. Ooh, Afi with the wonky line here, but he takes more speed out of it. Aurel coming to get a snack here as well, as Pack made a mistake, and he's gonna fall behind. Good news for Spam, though, who loses the position to Aurel, but now moves into 6th. And is back into a nice 6th place. Ooh, Pack, though, is back to get some revenge. Aurel slowing down a little bit. Spam gets some airtime. Not an insane amount of speed going into the identity, but as you can see, not too bad either. Here comes Thomas Cole, though, looking to pounce. But is not able to overtake just yet. Spam taking the identity somewhat safe, as Pack doesn't. And he takes an insane amount of speed. Oh, Brand made a clip on the inside and has to go on the left side. Kappa has a better identity, so loses. Spam loses out of position, but here comes Brando. Is this an overtake for Spam? Look how close this fight is for the top 5 position. Spam being 1 second behind, but he's still in 5th. We are in lap 4 out of 6, and Spam is in 5th place right now. Only Gwen, Massa, Afi, and Pack are ahead of him, and Bran is trying to claw his way back into the top 5. Looking good so far, though. 1 second between him in first place. Ooh, but here comes Bran. Here comes Kappa. They are pushing it to the limit right now, and Spam has to give away his top 5. But here we are still with the green numbers on this car. Top 7 is still in the pocket here. Gwen still going strong with the fastest lap and also in the lead. Masak right behind him. Spam in the meantime is a battle with Kappa and is winning it so far. Next target is Bran, but can he catch up to him, or will we see? Yeah, it looks like we're about even here, so let's see what the identity will bring us. Right, Spam looks to be saving it a little bit here, and I think he is allowed to, basically. if your goal is the top 8, yes, Grenadi goes for the overtake, but Spam is still in a solid 7th position. And as you can see, Papu is quite far behind Spam. So Spam looking solid here, going into lap number 5 and a 6. And if we can get a top 8 on the edge, we're starting out with a really good step for Spam here, because that was definitely unexpected. Losing some ground to the leader Gwen, who is now almost 2 seconds ahead of Spam. But no, that doesn't matter. What we're looking at here is the 7 on Spam's car here. Grenadi did go for the overtake, and as you can see, he's quite far ahead already. So it looks like Spam is trying to defend his 7th position, going into lap number 5. Back in the meantime, overtaking for fastest lap, trying to claw his way back into the top 3, which he did. Maybe even going for an overtake in the end. We'll have to see, but Pack's pace is definitely there. Let's take a look at Scrappy, who is right behind Spam. As you can see, it takes a little bit of airtime, so Spam will extend his lead and solidify his position in number 7. Going into Identity 5 of the 6. What will this bring us? Nice, good drift here by Spam. Once again, very clean. And Spam is just solidly performing here in the TrackMania Grand League step number 4 on the first map. A good identity once again by Spam. And we are moving into the last lap here. Grenadi going for the overtake on Afi, which means he is now in number 5. And Afi has to make do with number 6 here. As in the meantime, Binks did go for the overtake on Scrappy. Ooh, it comes dangerously close to Spam here. But Spam still has 1 position to work with, although Scrappy is also in the mix. As you can see, this is the number 9 here. Spam is, Scrappy is pushing it to the limit to try and get the top 8 in the end. This is where the battle is at right now. Top 8 is where you want to be. Can Spam lock it in here? He is in 7th, looking good. The gap is there, but it is not that comfortable. Going into the last part of lap number 6. I'm holding my breath here into the last identity. We are just gonna zoom in here on on Binks, who is in the top 8. Let's zoom in on Spam. It is all up to him here. Last identity. If he takes it solid, he takes it. Binks goes for the overtake, but that means Spam is still 8. Binks makes a mistake, though. And Spam gets 7th in the end. 16 points for him. Scrappy snipes top 8 from Binks away. And he has to make... Oh, Binks is all the way to 11th right there. Slap in the face for Binks, but very good by Spam. On the edge, the top 8 position, the first time of the season. Very nice. 16 points. Seeing the Drakes in the chat, deserved Drake for Spam here. 16 points, top 7. That is very, very good. Promising start to the step so far. This is looking good for Spam. This might be the step, guys. Might be the step. Alright, let's take a look. Because I was so occupied with the top 8 battle. Gwen won the first map out of nowhere. Because if you take a look here at the league ranking, Gwen not that good on 13 plays. This is already including his 25 points. So it's good to see Gwen doing well here. Massa once again is back at it. And Pack, Bren, Grenadi and Afi all doing well. So let's take a look at Pool Party's map preview. Alrighty tidy. Which is the thing I just said apparently. Let's get some music going here. Although I still don't hear anything. We are in the warm-up, just 20 seconds left on Pole Party. And here we have the identity live in action. Afi, the identity master on this one. Just incredible performance on the two... Never mind. Afi just really bad at this identity on Pole Party and just crashes a lot, especially if you remember on the 2 lappers when Pole Party just came out, he was also crashing a lot, and now once again in the warm-up. not Afi's map here. Alright, here we go. Live on Pool Party. Map 2 out of 5. We have a good start to the step. Let's see if we can add another one here. Pool Party was one of the maps Spam feels comfortable at. So maybe this will go well once again. Little bit of a slow start here with Afi pressing B to boost. But yeah, definitely catchable. As I always say, we are only in lap 1 out of 6. And the pace can definitely get going later on. Already catching up a little bit as Spam moves into the 10th position. Afi holds strong on the lead, but it is only by 0.05, which is definitely not a lot. 0.14. Spam is now behind the top 8 place. Pack is gone. Did not catch it, sadly, but he's already 10 seconds behind. Must have made a huge mistake. Sadly, we do not have an instant replay function just yet. So we'll have to see what happened later. Afi, though, look at that. 0.2 ahead already, and we haven't even seen an identity yet. Ooh, Spam touches the inside. This is going to cost him some time. But you know what? Not too bad. Not too bad. Could be worse. If that was an acceleration penalty, this run was over. But it wasn't. And we are still in the race. Only 0.5 between him and top 8. This is okay. And a good identity by Spam here, as you can see, already coming closer to Aurel. And if you look at the numbers on the bottom of your screen, also coming closer to the top 8, which is Kappa right now. Spam pushing it up, pushing up the pace to try and catch up, making up for his mistake in lap number 1. Afi takes the fastest lap of 1:21.06, 0.24 ahead of everyone. Aurel is being left behind, and Spam is already back in 13th place. And we still have like 5 laps left to go. We have like 4.8 laps left to go, basically. So this is looking good here for Spam. Definitely catchable. Through the poles we go, and the pace is here. Right on the inside here, on the dirt. Oh my god, we had a huge mistake, and it was Worker who get the complete destruction here on the pole. He is a gunner, he is a respawner, and that is already one less player for Spam to go for an overtake on, as he also actually moves Aurel behind him on the scoreboard and gets 12 on his car. Looking good for Spam here. 0.6 only between him and top 8, and this is going down from the 0.7 we had at the start. What about this identity though? Can Spam push it to the limit? We have Carl Jr. making a mistake. He respawns. What? Okay. Carl Jr. respawns even though he would have hit the finish. I guess he didn't want to go for like the respawn route. That would probably be slower, but that doesn't seem like a good strategy. Anyway, he probably knows what he's doing. Here we go. Spam, in the meantime, moves up to 11th position. Aurel is still close here, but Spam holds strong. Tween is the next target for the overtake, as Spam is now 1 second behind. Not that great of an identity, probably. But still, slowly overtaking people because other people are making mistakes. Ooh, coming close to the edge here for Spam. On the edge, we just had that map. We are back in Pool Party now. But Spam still dreaming about his great performance here on the edge, and moves once again to the close of the edge of the map. Already closing in. Talking about closing in. We are already closing in on top 8 as well with 0.8 of a second left. 11th position for Spam here on lap 3 out of 6. Still quite a bit of the map to go. And we are slowly closing in on the top 8. Alright, another identity coming up here. Can we see a pushing to the limit identity by Spam? Looks fairly fast going into the finish, but no one making any mistakes. No overtakes just yet, but a good identity for Spam though. Slowly coming a little bit closer. Inside approach here by Spam, and you can see he's starting to push it. Pack gets the fastest lap even though he's 15th. Lol. Okay. Pack trying to catch up. I mean, it's working, but he has 8 seconds to catch up, which is quite a bit. Alright, 0.7 of a second left. Spam needs to start pushing it because the amount of laps are running out slowly, but he is now in 10th place. Bing's making a mistake. He's slowly losing, and he falls flat on his face and loses some positions. And that is only 2 people left now for the top 8 position. So really only 2 mistakes here by players ahead of him. And we are back in the green numbers. Alright, identity 4 out of 6 coming up. On Pool Party, we have Afi in the lead. A very strong performance by him so far, but we've seen that he's prone to making a mistake in the identity. Oh, okay. We did it. A little bit of a wonky line here by Spam, but we did make it. No one making any big mistakes, though, in the identity. Muda struggling a little bit and slowing down a bit, but that's not enough for Spam to really come any closer. Muda only with 1 point so far on the edge. Not really a performance you would like to see from the Australian. But he is looking to get some points here on this map as he is in top 8. Right now, it is only 0.5 between him. Sorry, between Spam and top 8, which is Muda, as we said already. And he is on our screen. We can see the target right in front of our eyes. And Spam is catching up. The pace is there. Only 2 laps left to go, or basically only 1.5. So this is looking decent here for Spam. We have the hope in the chat. Spam got 16 points, top 7 on map number 1. Alright, here we go. Still the 10th position for Spam, but less than half a second now. As Scrappy is struggling a little bit as well. Spam takes a bit of airtime. I don't know if this is going to be good. It looks like he's going to lose some time here, but maybe he can catch that back up in the identity. Identity 5 out of 6 coming up. After this identity, just one more lap. Spam almost losing grip, but he is fine going through the poles. And another pole party identity coming up. Oh, but Muda makes a huge mistake and he is out! Oh, he is out of the race. And this means Spam moves up to 9th position. Only 1 lap to go. Only 1 player left to go. And this is definitely possible here. I am getting ready for the overtake. It is only 0.3 left. No, but Spam touches on the outside. This cost him some speed, but not that much. It is now 1 second. Okay, so we're hoping for a huge mistake by someone now. I don't think Spam can catch up 1 second, but he is still in 9th place. So Spam looking for scraps here, hoping for a mistake by anyone in the top 8. Because it is so incredibly close. If you get a respawn, Spam will overtake you. And this is what we're hoping for right now. Lap 6 out of 6, and we only have a half of a lap left here. Can it happen? Can it happen? Yeah, exactly. Top 8 is where you get 15 points, while top 9 is only 7. So you double your points here on this map, which is why we are hoping for that top 8 place. Last identity coming up, 6 out of 6. Can I get a hopium in the chat? Here we go. Oh, and it is Spam making the mistake. So no matter what happens here at the top, it does not matter. And no one made a mistake though, so Spam only quote-unquote losing 5 points. Oh, sorry, 2 points here. No, not that bad of a mistake in the end. It was a sad indeed. No one in the top 8 making any mistakes. They all lock in their points. Spam has to make do with 11th place. Would have been 9th if he didn't make that mistake. So 2 points of difference, not that bad. Here we go at the end of Pole Party. Bit of a disappointing performance here. But we had a good start to the step, so not so bad so far. Back takes the +2 points for fastest lap. And Spam moves to 9th position in the step so far with 19. Gwen doing insanely well. Okay. 47 points by him. Out of nowhere. And here we go. It is clash time. And you remember from last time. Okay, let's do the same as last time. But this time we don't throw in the end. Okay? We've seen the map already for the people who were here at the start of the step because we skipped to it a little bit. But here we have 40 seconds to take in how it works. The players are able... the people in chat are able to control the car in game. We have ++, -, left, and right to control the car. And I will be able to respawn. And I will respawn if we get stuck in any way. So if we drive into a wall or whatever and we can't continue. Now, do keep in mind that there is a little bit of a delay. So if you type left, you want to do it a couple of seconds before your car actually needs to start moving left. Because it takes a little bit for the command to work and then for the stream to get back to you. Alright, we are live. Let's go. Good start so far, going down the dirt. Oh, and that is going to be a respawn in the chat by me. Hello? Yeah, okay, here we go. Apparently, respawn with caps does not work. Alright, we got some good left steering here by the chat. Good job, chat. Oh, but now we're going really far left. And that means we are going for a respawn once again. Keep in mind of the delay. Okay. Taking the Tony Hawk Pro Skater approach here. But it seems to be working. We have the good angle here, and we will make checkpoint 1. Good job, chat. But what about this next turn? Oof. I don't know about this one. I'm gonna respawn in 3 seconds. Keep in mind that I am respawning. Looking good, chat. We're going to the left. This Clash map is a lot harder, but oh, look at this. It is gonna be a hard turn. Can we make it? No! We turned left, and this will be another respawn from me. If you get stuck like that, guys, I will be respawning. Oh. Oh, yeah. Wow, this map is really, really hard, huh? Oh. Alright, we made the first part, but what about the second one? Oh, no, we did not make it. Their delay is a little bit higher than you expect, I think, because I saw some left steering just going before going into the turn. Yes, look at this. The chat is 5-heading it. In the meantime, Carl Jr. is going backwards for some reason. And here we go over the checkpoint. We did it. All right, this doesn't matter. We're just going to respawn that one. I don't know about Carl Jr. is going backwards, but it seems to be working for him. Tony Hawk Pro Skating over into the next checkpoint. I think we make it like this. Yeah, we do. We do indeed. Right, here we go. Going for the overtake on Massa here, who is also going for the backwards strat. We're actually top 8 right now. Everyone is struggling with the map so far. Carl Jr. is still going backwards. Right, looking good here. Now, a right turn coming up. Ooh, the boosters. Now, this the one that's scary. Oh, the approach is beautiful here by chat. Let's go for the overtake of Carl Jr. going full speed. Okay, you lose the speed very hard, lol. We did go for the overtake on the Canadian. We are now top 4. If we make this checkpoint, though, it looks a little bit scary. Oh! Can we make it up the hill? We do indeed. Top 4 locked in here. There's 38 seconds left to go. Ooh, can we make this turn into the start? Respawning. No, wait. Wait. Pause champ. Respawning. We can make it. If we approach it from the left. Indeed, chat. Like that. And now we go to the right. Yes! Beautiful. 5-head move by chat. And we do make the first lap. And end up being 4th here. Only Worker, Grenadier, and Kappa have managed to beat us. But this is a new record for us. Can I get a Drake in the chat for getting the record of the Clash time? We are getting better every week. Better every week. Good job, chat. I'm proud of you guys. Right, and here we go into the next map. We are back with the players in control of the car. Sadly, we will not be doing Clash on the TMGL map itself. That seems a little bit hard. The next map will be Vertigo. Vertigo? Vertigo. Wow. Let's just take a look at the map preview. Alright, and here we are on Vertigo. I was a little bit confused here that I didn't hear cow sirens, but of course they were driving over an engine gun block. We have 30 seconds left in the warm-up. Here we have the identity live in front of us. What? Does Gwen have a different line? Or was that just memeing? I think that was a meme. And here we go, 10 seconds left, and Vertigo will be going. In the pre-match interview, Spam mentioned already that he will be going for somewhat of a safe approach, banking on that other players will make mistakes, and therefore he slides into the in top 8. And we will see if this strategy is going to work out live on Vertigo. And here we go, Spam once again in the red at the start. But as always, overtakes immediately. Nice low jump here by Spam. Look at the exit speed. Oh, beautifully done. Proud as a full speed player, I'm very proud of the low airtime jump here by Spam. Loses some time out of the wall. What was that? Was that Massa? Yeah, Massa hit completely out. Going everywhere but nowhere at the same time. Oh, and we have Papu falling out of the pole as well. Spam taking it safe, and this is paying off so far. He is still in the race, and some players already not anymore. We have mistakes by Worker, Kappa, Papu, and Massa. And we're not even into the first identity yet. What is happening here on Vertigo? Absolutely crazy. Alright, here we go. First identity. Spam taking it safe, taking it good, taking it well, and taking it beautifully. Oh, almost clipping, but doesn't not clip. And that is good news. We are still in the race, even though we are 12 right now. Gwen takes the lead once again. And Gwen seems to have trained a lot here over from step 3 to 4. Because it suddenly seems like Gwen is back at the top tier status we know him to be. Once again in the lead here. And he is on his way to an insane step. Alright, half a second here between Spam and top 8, which is where we want to be at the end. Carl Jr. right ahead of him. Over the poles we go. Spam taking somewhat safe. And look at that Tween really struggling and losing a lot of time. Spam coming closer here. 11th already. Because Binks made a mistake, and that means Spam overtakes. And now Tween is also being left behind. And we are moving into top 8 position. This is looking good for Spam. Once again, starting from the back, but overtaking, which is really Spam's MO here. Basically every map this happens. Oh, I was a little bit scared there, but Spam does make it. And we are going to go into a clean number 2 here. Gwen takes the fastest lap, takes the lead, has 1 second of a lead on Afi after 2 laps. Okay. And Spam in the meantime is 10. 10th. There we go. Numbers. They are hard. 0.2 between him and top 8. Scrappy is the one with the number 8 on the car right now. And he is just ahead of him, as you can see. But Spam is so fast. And once again goes with a high amount of speed into the wall right. Going for the overtake on Carl Jr. Just barely doing it. Yes, indeed. Carl seems to have released. I don't know what he just did there, but probably saving it. But here comes the pole party. No, wait, that was the previous map. This is Vertigo. Carl Jr. back in the race, though, as Spam takes it a little bit more safe, and Carl is able to go for the overtake. But yeah, Spam still going strong here in 10th position. Gwen extending his lead in the meantime with more than a second now. Alright, here we go into the next identity. Afi taking the fastest lap this time around. Afi trying to catch back up. Grenadi loses a position, but not too much. Pack is now in 8th. With Carl Jr. in 9th. No major mistakes here by anyone, which means Spam is not benefiting just yet. But we are basically halfway. Where's Pack going? Okay, he makes it. I was a little bit confused, but Pack makes it. Ooh, he slows down a little bit though. As you can see, Spam comes closer. He might catch up here to Pack. Just half a second left, but we're really just hoping for mistakes here from the top 8 players. And mistakes we get! Spam takes it super safe, but Scrappy makes a huge mistake. Worker goes for the overtake on Spam now, but look at this! For a second there, Spam was 8th, but he loses some time here to both Gwen and Worker, and that means Gwen indeed made a mistake. Oh, feels bad for Gwen here. Spam back. Oh, no! he is out of the race now. Double respawn in 1 lap, and you can be as fast as you want, but with double respawn, you're not getting top 8 anytime soon. Spam now moves into 9th place. And Spam continues to take it safe here. No respawns from hit yet. I want to say it's paying off, but he is 9th. But if it keeps going like this, I have a decent feeling here. He will be able to snipe into the green numbers, but we'll have to see. Vertigo is just incredibly hard. There's 2 more laps left to go. And what about this pole part? I see Pack struggling a little bit, but he doesn't respawn. And Spam still has to make do with 9. But as you can see, he comes a little bit closer. That's not really enough, though. We still have an identity left to go, and also 1 more lap after that. So there's definitely some room for Spam to catch back up here. Once again, taking the safe approach. And we have a repeat of last map, where in pole party Spam was also in 9th place in lap number 6. Hoping for a mistake by anyone who was ahead of him. And once again, we are back in such a position here. With a gap of 1.7 seconds, we're really not looking for any overtakes. We're just hoping for a respawn by someone, so Spam can go for an overtake. Bren in the lead with more than a second lead here. Gwen is now 10 seconds behind Spam almost. He's definitely out of it. Right, here we go over the poles. Spam is pushing it a little bit. Oh, okay, he makes it. And he closes in. On Pack, putting on the pressure. Will this be enough, though? We are still in the position, I think, where we're hoping for a mistake by someone. Orel overtakes Muda. And here we go into the last identity. And Spam, once again, is the one who makes the mistake in the end. And we have an exact repeat of last map for some reason. Where... Huh? Okay, so we are 9th in the last lap. We go into the identity. Spam makes a mistake. And goes back to 10th. Okay. We only lose 1 spot instead of 2. That's better. But it is definitely a deja vu here. What a weird coincidence that was. But here we are. Once again, not in the top 8. Only, quote-unquote, 23 points for Spam so far. But we have 1 more map left to go. Yeah, indeed. If he didn't make the mistake in the last identity, he would not be able to get top 8 either. Because no one in the top 8 made any mistakes. Thanks, GP, for the sub, by the way, 9 minutes ago. But I'm sure you're still here. Right, and here we go on to the next map, Poolside. Let's take a look at the map preview. So yeah, Poolside, which really... Last week, Spam was really good on this map. He sadly did not get any multipliers. But that was definitely not because of his performance. That was more of an unlucky run where he could not really lock any multiplier in. But he was definitely in the mix multiple rounds. So that is promising, because now in the 6th lapper, with Spam's consistently fast pace, he should be able to get a nice amount of points for himself. And get a good step going into the multiplier. Right, 10 seconds left in the warm-up. We just saw a beautifully executed identity by Spam. Looking good. Here we go. It is time for the last map in the point accumulation phase. We are live. Spam is currently 10th. But that's because he is 10th in the step. Right, once again, not with the fastest start, but as you can see, because of the wider line, he has more speed and catches back up. Gwen in the lead so far, but Spam in the mix in top 6 so far. Green numbers on his number plate thingy. And here we go. Oh, look at that! We have Papu still in first, but Spam goes for the overtake, and we have Spam in first place for 1 millisecond. But this is a good start here for the Alliance player. Going through the triangle, and we have a race on our hands. The hype in the chat, the bullish in the chat, because Spam has a good start. We are only in left 1 out of 6 though, but starting out well here for Spam. Let's see, no one bouncing anymore. So a different alliance here. Ooh, Massa. No, he didn't touch. It felt like it looked like he touched, but he barely was able to not do it. Kappa goes for the jump, but track crashes into the checkpoint. Spam in the meantime in 7th place. Nice identity here by Alliance Spam, and look at that. Really beautifully executed. And goes for some overtakes and is now in the top 4. Papu and Binks are ahead of him, but we are in the bronze medal medalist right now. Spam only 0.3 behind the leader and looking good after lap number 1. Oh, so close. Oh my dear lord. I'm actually spectating and I'm feeling it. But Spam pushing it to the limit right now. Back goes for the overtake, but Spam still strong in 4th position. Good diagonal line here by Spam, going for the low airtime. And as you can see, it's paying off, already coming a little bit closer to back. Through the triangle, once again, Carl Jr. and Gwen, I think, are in the mix. Looking to get Spam's 4th position out of him. Back, he goes for the outside line once again, pointing that he seems to be going. Oh my god! Papu is gone! He made a huge mistake. Has to go for the respawn. Back didn't go for the border bounce, even though he does go for the outside line on the dirt. Interesting that he still goes to the outside line on the dirt then. But if it works for him, it works for him. Onto the identity we go. Binks takes the lead, but Spam is in the strong 5th place. Oh, this identity is actually nerve-wracking, but Spam once again makes it barely and pushes it to the limit. Whew. Gwen overtook Spam here, but Spam still in 4th place. Nice low jump here, and Tween is now looking to show his face as well. Goes for the overtake on Spam. Oh, we have Massa in our view for 1 second, but he goes into the wall, and he will not be seen anymore. Tween going very far outside. Maybe goes for the jump line. Yeah, it seems like he was going for some more speed here, but doesn't really pay off, and Spam is able to catch back up to him. Oh, Back made a mistake. I don't know really what happened there, but was going too fast for me. But Spam is able to overtake him. And we have now the bronze medal in our hands once again. 3rd position for Spam here. 1 second behind Binks. Gwen is still in the middle here. Gwen going for the non-drift line. But Spam's line is a lot better here. And Spam catches back up to Gwen quite a lot. Into the identity we go. It looks like... I like Spam's line a lot more here, where you're not jumping. Looks a lot safer, and it looks about equal speed. Alright, here we go. Another beautiful identity by Spam here. And we are halfway through Poolside as Spam is still on the podium. Closing in on Binks a little bit as well. But Gwen is still holding strong in 2nd place. Muda is in 4th right now with about 0.4 of a gap between him and Spam. So we'll keep looking to Spam here, who is trying maybe to catch up to Gwen even. But it is a very good map so far here with the bronze medal so far. Alright. Binks still holding strong in the lead. Onto the dirt. Goes for the outside. All the players still really holding onto the position. Spam goes so close to the track point there, but he does make it. Over the dirt we go. And here we go once again with the slide approach by Spam here, while Gwen will go for the release and no slide approach. Last time around it was a lot better for Spam. Once again, it looks like he comes a little bit closer, but it is about equal. Into the identity we go. Binks holding strong in the lead. Gwen, nice 2nd place. Spam, solid identity. Once again going for the outside. Look at the exit speed. It is beautiful. Spam is so strong in this map and holds on to 3rd place. Quick peek here. As you can see, Muda is quite far behind Spam here. So Spam is still solid in 3rd position. Gwen is going for the attack on Binks, and this is good because if Gwen and Binks put pressure on each other, they might start making mistakes. We are in lap 5 of the 6. Oh, Gwen! There we go, as I'm seeing it. He makes the mistake, and Spam moves into second place. Only half a second left between Spam and Binks. That means that Spam is just casually catching up to Binks a little bit as well, because a couple of laps ago it was 1 second. Going with the slide once again. We are in the identity 5 out of 6 here. Binks still holding strong and looking for his map win. Spam. Nice first part of the identity. Oh, loses grip. That's going to cost him some time. Losing some positions, but we are still okay. Good save here by Spam in the race still. Yes, he loses his second place, but look at that. Still 4th. Very nice. Last lap coming in. Lap 6 out of 6. Muda and Carl Jr. overtook Spam here, but we are still in a good race. Spam already coming closer as well. We might see some overtakes yet in the end. It was a little bit scary, but we are still racing it. Inside approach here by Spam. Carl Jr. not getting that much exit speed, and that means Spam comes closer. For a second there, he gets third, and he does indeed overtake Carl Jr., who struggles a little bit. Once again, we are back on the podium. It's only Muda left between him and second place. And Binks is still in first. Spam is back into only being half a second behind, even with that weak identity, which means this shows just how fast Spam's last lap is here. Slide once again. Coming closer to Muda. Last identity coming in. Will Spam lock in the podium position here? What? Binks! Binks is out! And Spam overtakes Muda. Is this the map win for Spam? He does indeed win the map. 25 points locked in. And Spam wins the first lap of the season and gets 25 points after Binks makes it, I don't know. And he overtakes Muda for 25 points. What just happened? I cannot believe what just happened here. Spam was on the podium and suddenly Binks does a I don't know. And then Muda was not that fast. So Spam just like yoink. 25 points. Thank you very much. And that is what we like to see. This is the Spam we know and love. 25 points in the pocket here going into the multiplier. And we might take that bullish momentum here and lock in the multiplier as well, which would definitely be the best step for Spam in the season so far. 48 points. If you multiply that by at least times 2, we get over the 200 points that Spam was aiming for here. Already at 177 at least. And this might be more. Launchpad by Tona. And let's take a look at the map preview, and we can take a look at the interesting identity. Yes, you saw that correctly. Reactor boost jumping through the checkpoints. You know, I've been trying it a little bit, but I cannot pull it off. In the Challenger series, we also saw a lot of mistakes in the identity. We'll have to see how good the TMGL players are, but keep in mind that it is already hard, but it's extremely hard if you need to be first and you need to pull it off in a perfect manner to lock in the multiplier. And as you can see, Massa not struggling a little bit. Oh, Spam going really far outside as well. Skipping the checkpoint. And, well, then you won't lock in the multiplier like that. But it was a wicked stunt indeed. About 18 seconds left in the warm-up. We are going to go live on Launchpad. This is a multiplier map, which means that it only matters who is first now. We're going to play 8 times 2 lappers. The player who is first after 2 laps will lock in the multiplier. The first 4 will be 2x, so that means that if you have 48 points, like Spam has, you will 2x those points. Then there are going to be some 3x multipliers, and finally a 4x and a 5x multiplier, which is really what you want to get, of course. But it is incredibly hard to get those multipliers, because everyone is going to go full ham every time. So, will Spam get any multiplier because there are only 8. So half of the players will not get any. We'll be happy, of course, with any multiplier, but a 4x or 5x would be beautiful. We are live in on the first one, a 2x multiplier, and Gwen takes the lead, and Spam takes the no slide. That's gonna, yeah, I was about to say, that's gonna cost you so much speed. I'm pretty sure you need to respawn this. But yeah, Spam is basically out of the race on this one already, because it is all about getting first now to get a multiplier. We, of course, will be looking at the top leaders here, and we're looking at Gwen right now, who had an insane step out of nowhere. And is also looking to get a 2x multiplier here, as he is now in first place. Some mistakes on the previous maps made him not get an insane step, but he is still on a really good step so far with 68 points. Looking to 2x this right now with a beautiful identity, just showing us how it is done. Gwen is back in the race, going for the upper line here. We saw Wolfstyle doing this as well in the Challenger series. And it costs you some time going up, but then if you get it well, you have a bunch of speed on the exit. And as you can see, Gwen higher speed and overtakes first place once again. Yeah, Gwen is back. Over the ice we go. Ooh, takes some penalty dirt. This must cost him some time, right? Here comes Afi, who joined the TrackMania Grand League together with Gwen in the same season. And both of them have been doing incredibly well in the seasons they are in the TMGL so far. Afi really shining as well this season. And once again is looking strong here on the 2-lappers. But Gwen is still head and shoulders ahead of everyone with 0.6 of a lead. And it is his time to give away. Let's zoom in on Gwen going into the last identity. If he gets a decent one, he will get the 2x. 2xing his 68 points. Looks good so far. And he does get it. He DNFs! Gwen DNF! We have the DNF in the TMGL. Giga chat move by Gwen. Gwen DNFs. Oh, you love to see it. And Afi takes the 2x. Once again, a good step by him. And Afi locks in another good step. As Gwen is giga chatting all over everyone. And he immediately makes a mistake in the next round. It doesn't matter. He would have DNF'd anyway. The 2x is way below him. That is something that scrubs get. No. Gwen wants the 3x, 4x, or 5x. I think Gwen knows that he has the pace to lock in a higher multiplier. And he wants to make use of the 68 points he's gathered so far and really go for an insane step. And you know what? Hats off to Gwen here for going for it. But we'll have to see if we can actually get it, because this is the TrackMania Grand League. We are talking about the top of the crops here. Top of the crop here. It is the best of the best. It is really hard to get a first place in one of the 4 rounds where you have a 3x, 4x, or 5x multiplier. We'll have to see if we can pull it off. Cream of the crop. There we go. Yes. My English, very good, yes. Alright, Gwen, once again. Look at this identity, man. It is so good. He made a mistake. Whoa! Hello? Muda got inverted gravity from being in Australia right there. And he is out of the race. And Gwen is first after making a mistake at the start. What a round so far here. Spam is in the race here, by the way. Oh, nope. We have a no... Gwen? Hello? Gwen is going for the cut. Oh, Kappa makes a mistake. And yes, Spam had a no-slap, but look at this. He is in third place. Binks and Massa ahead of him, but the gap is quote-unquote only 0.8. If they make mistakes, Spam can swoop in for the 2x. Right, here we go. We're closing in on the identity, which needs to be pulled off of both Binks and Massa, who are incredibly close together with each other. That means that they are both going to risk it. And this might be the scraps pooling for Spam. They're going outside. No! Binks makes a mistake, but Massa gets it, though. Massa gets it, and he locks in this 2x multiplier. Spam, once again, behind Massa in the finalist mode. Massa gets the 2x, and a decent step for him. 47 times 2. Solid step. Probably decently happy with that one. Right, here we go into the next one. And Spam was looking decent in that one. Getting second. There is definitely the potential here for the 2x. Especially as some players, namely Gwen, are just DNFing it. This also, of course, makes it a tiny bit easier to get the 2x multiplier. And Gwen already in the lead. What happened between step 3 and 4? Like, this is a way different player here on the field. Spam going outside a little bit, but good exit speed. School holidays. Wow, okay, so Gwen had some time to train apparently. Alright, here we go. Spam in 10th place. In the race so far. Needs to start pushing it a little bit though, because we cannot rely on 9 people making mistakes. What about his identity? Ooh, Carl going really low. Gwen. Oh, touches. He is out. And now we have Pack, Worker, Grenadi, and Kappa looking good. But here we have Spam moving slowly but surely in the top 5. Top 4 now. And he's also faster than Kappa. This is what I meant with pushing it. And Spam is doing it. Kappa is being left behind. We are now in 3rd. Grenadi is being left behind. We are now in 2nd. Can I keep going? No slide for Spam here. Good approach here on the ice as well. Can we get some speed here on the ice slides? Working in 1st place. Kappa is in the mix as well. But Spam is looking for his second 2x multiplier. Because he is definitely... Oh. So yeah, looks like Kappa is going for the 2x multiplier here. He is definitely looking very strong as he is overtaking Worker for 1st place. Don't know what happened to this other player that just made a mistake. But here we are into the final identity. Will Kappa lock it in? Well, definitely not Worker. No way! Oh my god! Oh no, and never mind. Worker didn't get the checkpoint. I was about to say that would have been insane if he got that. But he did not get the CP, so it wouldn't have counted. Kappa gets the 2x multiplier, going from 24 to 48 points. And yeah, this is the amount of points Spam already has. So, not that great of a step by Kappa here, but also not too bad. Alright, and here we go. The last 2x multiplier to be given away. And Spam with a nice start so far. Loses a bit of speed coming into the reactor though. A mistake here by someone. And Gwen in the lead. Good part going into the ice here. And Spam will go with a high amount of speed. Gwen went too far inside. Oh, and Spam saves it. But yeah. He is still racing, but this is going to cost him some time. Let's zoom in on the leader here a little bit here. Muda with a mistake. And then it's now between Aurel and Grenadi looking for the last 2x multiplier. A little bit too far to the left here for Spam going into the ice. That made his approach very awkward. Okay. Grenadi with somewhat different. Oof, Aurel into the finish, but Grenadi has a different approach here into the identity. Very interesting. Looks decent. Looks decent. Exactly. Grenadi showing how straight he is, I guess. Okay, bad joke. But Scrappy is in 1st place right now. And once again, not that great of a step this time around. 35 points. We have seen better sets from him, especially last step. Ooh, but Grenadi with a really good ice part. Oh, not that great of an exit though. Scrappy holds on to his 1st place. But here we have Binks as well. Only 8 points throughout the 4. Oh my god. Only 8 points. And you know what? He did get robbed of a 25 pointer in the water map, which I forgot the name of. So a little bit unfortunate there. Hoping to get the 8 pointer here. Will Binks get the 8 point multiplication? It looks good here. And he... No! Scrappy takes it with the inside line. Oh dear, my god. What was Scrappy's line there? A sniper Ruski by Scrappy here, doubling his points from 35 to 70. And getting an okay step here. 3rd so far on the scoreboard. And here we go. The 3x multiplication. This is where the heat is being turned up. Because the 3x, well, that's more than 2x. And we definitely want to see Spam getting it here, because a 3x would be beautiful. Launchpad. Can we get it? Over the ice we go. This time around, not too far inside by Spam here, but I would not conclude that this was a really good ice part by Spam. So he does lose some time, but he is definitely still in the race. Gwen making a mistake, and I think it was Bren as well. Now Bink's falling down behind as well, and Spam is slowly catching up once again. 1 second behind Muda here, who is the race leader so far, looking to triple his points. 46 for him, which is a tiny bit worse than Spam's step, but definitely good by Muda. Alright, here we go through the checkpoints. Going up really high. Sween is out of the race. Spam gets a good identity here and catches up quite a bit. Aurel makes a mistake as well, and Spam now moves into 6th-ish, 5? Something like that. 4 so far, but I thought that Grenadi would catch back up, but he doesn't get that much speed going that high. And that means Spam's hold on to 4th place. And we have some hopium here going into the second lap. Because, yeah, well, Spam is on a good pace here and comes closer to Carl Jr. and Papu. Muda is still quite far ahead, though. And onto the ice, Muda probably not giving away any time there. But Spam already overtaking the Canadian here. And now is in the bronze medal position. This is looking decent here for Spam. Papu makes a mistake and we are now in second place. It is up to Muda now to lock in his 3x multiplier. But if he doesn't, it is Spam looking into swoop that away from him. Last identity coming up. Spam is a 0.8 of a second behind. He is pushing it, but can Muda make a mistake? Last identity coming up. Muda struggles a little bit, but no, he gets it. He gets it, and that means Muda gets the 3x, and Spam is once again second. We did not donate enough to Muda's PayPal, and Muda will instead be saying thank you very much and get the 92 points. But this is all part of Spam's strategy. If he doesn't get the 3x, he gets the other 3x. Alright, here we go once again. The pace is here for Spam to get one of the multipliers. Ooh, Papu going too far inside. That's going to cost him quite a bit of time. Gwen takes over the lead. Spam does a tactical wall bang to slow down into the ice turn, which gives him a better ice turn, which gives him a better ice slide, so he catches back up. Bing's going around the checkpoint, and he is out of the race. Gwen is out of the race as well. Remember that Gwen giga-chatted the 2x multiplier and is now nowhere close to a 3x and has to get the 4x or 5x, otherwise we can all laugh at him on Twitter later. Right, and here we go. Spam is pushing it to the limit, trying to catch back up. He's 1 second behind the leader. That's not the line. So Spam is going for the 4x or 5x multiplier here. Spam is coggers. Alright, Bren in the lead. Let's zoom in because it is a battle between Bren and Pack right now. Two titans of the TMGL. Pack, who has not had a multiplier so far in any of the set, really would like a 3x by now. I'm pretty sure that we talked about this in the TrackMania weekly show. If you look at the points gathered, Pack is actually tied with Grenadi for first place. If you look at only the first 4 maps. But if you then look at the league ranking, Pack is quite far behind because he didn't get any multipliers so far. But here we go. This might be the first multiplier for Pack going into the last part of the identity. Inside line by Thomas, but no! Yes, indeed it is! Pack takes the lead. Gets the multiplier, the first multiplier of the season. Beats Brand by 0.01 of a second. And gets his first multiplier. Very nice here for Pack. 160 points finally for him. In the lead on the step so far. 174 points. He's probably quite happy with that one. All right, here we have the 4x. Only 2 spots left. We have a 4x multiplier and a 5x multiplier to be given away. Can Spam lock it in here? It is Spam multiplier time. Let's go. Brand takes the lead in the first lap. But Spam is holding strong here. Papu with the outside-inside approach. Over the ice we go. Ooh, Spam has to let go of the ice slide a little bit early and will now go inside as well. But going inside while holding the ice slide is not too bad. So he is still in the race. This ice is very tricky. Oh, but Spam clips. Oof, that's going to cost him quite a bit of time. I am going to zoom in a little bit here, but hopefully Spam can catch up a little bit later. We're going to see what the others are going to do, though. Gwen also quite a little bit behind here already as well. Is risking strat not paying off so far, but he might get the 5x. Here we go. In the identity. Binks out. Brand, Papu, Carl Jr. and Aurel all taking it quite well here. As you can see, Spam taking it okay. So he is still in the race, but he is 2 seconds behind right now. Really is looking for some mistakes by other people to get a very lucky 4x. But let's see what Papu and Carl Jr. are doing here in the lead. As Aurel is also looking to show up and get the 4x multiplier. Over the ice we go. Let's see if Spam gets a good ice part. He's already back in 6th position. Gets a nice ice slide here, as you can see. Gets a good drift. Is in the race. Zooming in. Papu in the lead still. And Aurel right behind him. Spam is about 2 seconds behind, so I'm not sure if this is going to work. But, you know, it might happen. Identity coming up here. Can Papu lock it in? The 4x multiplier. Oh, but Aurel goes for the attack. Oh, but Aurel does it indeed. Oh, beautifully done on the last identity of Aurel. Full risking it and it's paying off. The 4x multiplier goes his way. 39 times 4 in the pocket for Aurel. Very beautifully executed identity by Aurel. Good race. Here we go. The 5x multiplier. It is the last multiplication to be given away. So this is the all or nothing round here. Will Gwen get the 5x and get his 68 times 5? Will Spam Sniperuski himself into a great step? Or will it be someone else? That's also possible. Papu takes the lead so far, but Spam has a good start. Over the ice we go. Good approach by Spammiej. Not an instant. Yeah! Oof! And the dream is dead. The step is over. The DNF comes in. And we will have Salty Spam in our midst here at the end. Getting his prediction coming out. Where Spam mentioned that he will have a good step. But will not get any multiplication. And sad but true. This is exactly what happened. Gwen, in the meantime, is in the lead. Proving that his 2x multiplier should be indeed be a DNF. Going for the 5x. Oh, but Grenadi's identity is actually so nice. And he closes in on Gwen a little bit. He has so much speed though, so he loses a bit going out of the plastic. Gwen. Number 1 right now. 68 points. Looking to 5x's. Zooming in on Papu here. But Gwen is still very far in the lead here. Half a second between him and Papu. As Papu also clips it. And that means Grenadi now takes over 2nd place. But look at that. It is a second here between Grenadi and Gwen. And Gwen is just on a run right now. And no one is there to stop him. You know what? I'm just focusing on Gwen here. Because really, it is his round to give away. We are in lap 2 out of 2. Can Gwen come back from the school holidays and get an insane amount of points immediately? The 5x multiplication is for Gwen to take. And he goes through the identity and takes it. And can I get a giga chat in the chat? Because Gwen is doing it. 68 times 5. Wow. Imagine DNFing and it paying off. Crazy. Gwen with 340 points. Sick. He wins step number 4. League ranking. Spam loses a position to, yes, Gwen, who is now in top 6. And Spam has now moved to 13th position, which is actually in the danger zone. Because he will have to battle for staying in the TMGL this way. If he doesn't get top 12. Luckily though, he's almost still in top 12. But yeah, not too amazing here of a step. A decent one if you look at the first 4 maps, but with no multiplication, you really are falling behind. So yeah, that is the end of the step. Let's talk to Spam here at the end. Let's see what he thinks of this one. Hello, hello. Yeah, step number 4 has come to an end. A decent step in the first 4 maps, but no multiplication, sadly. How are you feeling?
I don't know. This is the 3rd multiplier that I lose against Massa.
Yeah.
It is actually getting really annoying.
I think we will need to... We should have a talk with him, you know?
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I played really good. The steps when the step overall went good. I mean, as expected. That's literally what I said. I mean, I made 1 mistake on pole party, and that 2 in the end. But the first mistake, yeah, that was already. I was 1.5 seconds behind in like 12th place or something.
Yes. Yeah.
That just showed that just actually shows how crazy the gaps are. But yeah, I didn't get a multiplier. I mean, I did expect that. But yeah, I could have had it. I know Massa, like, you know, I practiced with Massa, I trained with him, and I know that he could have easily done a better multiplier there. So that is, you know, that is even more.
Oh, you were hoping he might DNF for you, and
Well, not just DNF, but I know that he could have easily done like a way better multiplier.
Yeah.
Because he is good on the map compared, yeah, you know. But it's a competition, so it's all good.
Yeah,
but yeah,
course.
this is now the 3rd time that that I get cucked by Massa with my multiplier. It's really frustrating.
Yeah, I can imagine that one. But we did have some highlights this step. First of all, on the edge where you got a top 8, which was quite unexpected, I think.
Yeah, I practiced it actually. I practiced. That's all I can say. I did a lot of laps on the edge, even though I already practiced many hours, obviously. But yeah, I did good. I played really safe. I played every single map really safe. Even Vertigo, I played super safe, but this time around, everyone was really safing, and yeah, I mean the gaps were humongous.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
and
indeed.
Poolside, I mean, Poolside is my best map, so I was happy with that. I played good there, but I was expecting that anyway. But yeah, the last map, I don't know. It's again really unfortunate. Now I drop actually down to
13.
13
Yeah.
because
Because Gwen.
Dude, he had I don't know what the hell he he was on, but
Yeah.
my God, man.
I was saying it as well. Like out of nowhere, Gwen is suddenly back at what we remember from him. But Chad was already saying there were school vacations. I'm sure. I think he just had more time to train this time around. But yeah, even with more training, that was quite insane what Gwen was doing this week.
Yeah, I don't know. Earlier today, I did warm up on the Launchpad map, but yeah, I don't know. I lost my feeling on the map quite a bit. But fuck,
yeah,
man. Again, like
there were a couple of rounds where you really were battling for it, but just like Muda was a little bit faster, Massa was a little bit faster, and just unlucky, man.
It's so annoying, this system, man. And if you look, I'm 100 points behind now. Like that is just I know it's inflated points, but it's so annoying to see.
Yeah,
but it fucks you up.
At this point, you're like waiting for you kind of need like a 5x step now, almost. You know, like.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy with how I played, though. I played good.
Yeah, there's definitely a uptrend in your performance in the steps.
I just didn't get a multiplier, so yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. You didn't have cards on, I assume, on Poolside, but
no, but I saw that I was 3rd Okay, so this was what I saw. Okay, so I made the mistake. I was in second. I made the mistake in lap 5 in the water. I slid out. I was dropping to 5th, 1.8 seconds behind. I was like, okay, well, we're still top 8. That is fine. Then I halfway through the last lap, I got to 3rd, and I was like, wait, hold up a minute. I'm only 0.5 behind, and there's the last 2 water parts are still there. I was like, okay, well, whatever. Let's try for first. So I actually risked it a bit because I don't know. I wanted first. I just wanted it. And yeah, I guess both of them slid out in the. It was who was it?
Yeah.
Binks and
Muda?
Binks for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know the second guy.
But
yeah, they
Binks did
slid
not
out.
slide out.
Oh, what did he do? He hit the pillar?
It looked like he bugged for some reason. It was the weirdest stuff I've seen. I've never seen anything like it, what he did. But we'll probably see in some highlights. I think I caught it on camera quite well. But yeah, it was really weird. I don't know. But hey, you know, the risk did pay off. I think it was Muda who you played against. You did overtake him in the end. You just by pace. So that was very nice.
Yeah, so that was good. I'm happy that this map obviously stays in till the end because that gives me, you know,
Yeah.
some sort of hope. But I'll keep it real here. It's yeah, it's pretty demotivating seeing how far behind I am right now and not getting a multiplier. So I don't know what the new map is gonna be like. Let me actually, you know what? Let's do a live reaction of me finding out what kind of map we have. But yeah, I don't know. I played good. I played a good step. I made a mistake on Pole Party, which is a pace map. So yeah, if you make one mistake, you're just done.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was my fault, obviously. Vertigo, I played maybe too safe, but my strat was too actually safe. And yeah, gamble on multiplier, and I just lost it by two rounds basically. So yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
And now I'm in 13th. So that is yeah, it's not a nice feeling. Let me tell you that much. It's really not, because right now I'm already in the back of my mind and thinking about the head-to-head phase. So
Yeah,
it's not.
I was about to say, because now that you moved to 13, I
not
think
really
that's a cutoff
nice.
point, right? You need to be top 12.
Yeah, it's not really nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'm checking. Dude, that is. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, at least these things are not spinning. They're static.
Yeah,
so
they're
that's.
static. Yeah. Imagine that they were spinning.
At least they're not spinning. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So you have to do it 1, 2,
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah. Who made the map actually? Rocket. Yeah. Well.
Cam is saying it's Kaki 149.
Guess we'll play 40 hours again this week and see what it brings us.
Sounds good.
But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with how I played. It's just I didn't get the multiplier, so it is what it is, man.
Yeah.